Welcome to Crack Ops. My name is Jack.
I'm Abby.
There are things we know, but there are also the ones we don't know.
You deserve the truth.
Today we're joined with Liam Neeson down in the left corner there.
Yeah, Silent Cal.
Yeah.
The man formerly known as Dwagon.
Mm-hmm.
The artist formerly known as Dwagon.
You can tell that he's a cool and collected action hero because he never talks. He just smokes and wears sunglasses.
He
goes
just
to sleep-
struggles with a big lighter and smokes indoors like a real Chad.
I guess he just carries that lighter for show, but it clearly doesn't work.
Yeah, you got to put fuel in those. They don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's
Everyone knows
fixing
if you're a true Chad, you can just snap and it's enough friction to, cause a flame.
There we go. Yeah, so I just got back from a nice long walk in beautiful Tora Bora, Afghanistan. It's wonderful. Beautiful scenery. Kind of slow to get to my recording station.
Well,
But,
I'm here in the rightful ruler of Afghanistan.
The capital of Pakistan? No? Is it somewhere
Mother
else?
Moscow.
Ah,
That's what I
yes.
thought.
Beautiful,
I'm in
beautiful
quarantine. What the
Moscow.
hell are you guys doing?
Well, clearly
I'm
they're
quarantining
traveling.
in Mother Moscow.
Yeah, I'm quarantined. You see anybody else here?
Yeah, there's nobody there. You're good.
Yeah, we're good, man. So I did
Badly.
some research, and I've got a real banger for you today. I'm on site. My boys at the ISI, the Pakistani Secret Intelligence Services, got me some good scoop on Osama bin Laden.
Who?
So, in November 2017, the CIA released 47,000 documents captured from the hideout of Osama bin Laden. People who are really in the know him as OBL. It's kind of like
Did they ever
Beyonce.
call him Obel?
No, do they really call him OBL?
They call him OBL. They're such
Oh my
dorks.
god, that is so dorky.
You can tell they just wanted to take one of the most famous people on Earth and make it like some sort of arcane insider knowledge with their nerd language.
Yeah, seriously. So they killed him in 2011 in Abbottabad, Pakistan, where he'd been hiding since pretty much 2001.
It was about to get bad.
Yeah, talk about a bad place to hide. Hey!
I don't have enough lighter fuel to burn myself after that.
You may know this guy from such hits as the USS Cole bombing, the 93 World Trade Center bombing, and also 9/11.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, actually, he was involved in 9/11. I know
Oh, I
many
thought he just
people will be
produced
shocked
it.
by this. No, he acted.
Directed too, right?
Yeah, he was the director of 9/11. So he spent a bunch of time hiding from the U.S. military, and we eventually got him because we got the Pakistanis to give him up. Because they low-key been holding on to this guy. Well, so he was killed in 2011, and when we raided his compound, when the Navy SEALs in that famous story helicoptered in and shot the guy while he was on his dialysis machine and killed all those terrorist dudes, they took all his.
So his
Yeah,
kidneys were
diabetes.
shot.
Well, I was exaggerating, but he was pretty old.
Okay.
He was already on the way out. What a loss for the world. And we got his computer. And boy, were there some interesting things on his computer.
Elaborate.
Okay, well, pretty soon after the raid, the government released a sequence of letters, which I read through, that are incredibly dry and boring. So bin Laden corresponded with a bunch of people, some named, some people didn't sign. In Al-Qaeda, in Al-Shabaab, which is the Somalian terror organization, and TTP,
Did not know that was a thing.
Pakistani. Yeah, so, all around the world. And it was just like boring organizational shit. And they sent a letter to this Egyptian Islamic legal scholar, asking him if it was okay to use chlorine gas. We don't
So are
know.
you telling me that was 9/11 halal? Or was there forbidden substance? Actually, you know what? I don't think it was halal.
I don't think asbestos is halal. Or jet fuel.
Or killing civilians.
Yeah, or
That's sort of-
killing like 3,000 civilians.
That's the weird thing about asking an Islamic scholar if your terrorism is halal. Because
Yeah,
I
it's like-
feel like it's not the materials that's forbidden here.
You know, it's like most of them would say, like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be killing lots of civilians in the first place.
Not this guy. You got to know a guy.
Well, I guess the question is, was he saying, like, is killing people with chlorine gas halal, or is it more like us interacting with it? Is it halal for us to mess around with chlorine gas?
Halal does not mean what you think.
Well, then what
And
does it mean, Jack?
I don't know. I don't speak Arabic. But I'm
There we
pretty
go.
sure it only applies to food. I don't know what the legal scholar said, and they were asking if they could use it in attacks. Oh, look at Sylvester Stallone over here lighting that cigar.
I got it working,
Hey!
Yeah, look at that.
but I don't want to smoke, so
I just open a window. You'll be fine.
Alright, I can't open my windows.
Oh,
Oh, the quarantine. See, I'm out here in the open where it's beautiful.
I don't think
Yeah, give your
quarantine
roommates
works.
tons of secondhand smoke when there's a throat disease going
Respiratory
around. I
disease
love
going
that.
around?
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, tell that to my roommates who are still juuling.
Ugh,
Oh my
Oh.
god.
those monsters.
Popcorn
What
one,
the
baby.
hell?
Yeah, some of the letters were about like renaming Al Qaeda. It was so funny. I read through it. They were like, because they thought that Al Qaeda, which just is Arabic for the base, they thought it was boring and they thought that it wasn't inspiring enough. So they came up with like 4 or 5 alternatives that I.
They were going to
didn't-
name it Live, Laugh, Love, but that was the wrong kind of inspiring.
The real jihad is the friends we made along the way.
Live, laugh, Muhammad.
Pretty-
No, it was going to be lame shit like the United like the United Islamic Front and just stuff like that. They specifically they wanted to make it sound more Muslim, which okay, it seems like kind of a quibbly thing to me, but I'm not
Also,
the terrorist leader.
Sounds like they wanted to make it more like official sounding too.
They wanted to make it sound more like a political party because I
Yeah.
think they
Like they
felt
were
that
trying to pull a Sinn Fein and like shift over, make the shift.
make
Because,
the
like,
show-
you know, like Al Qaeda sounds like a terrorist group, but something like the United Islamic Front,
which
sounds
I've
like a
made up.
terrorist
I didn't
Like,
write the
no,
names
but-
down
but
because I can't
actually-
pronounce them.
But actually, like something like that.
I'm not equipped for
sounds
this.
like a terrorist group, but also one with a political division.
Yeah, and I think the
Ah.
idea was to make it sound less okay for the U.S. to be attacking it. You know, to make people feel like they're associated with it, like it's about the religion more than political stuff.
Yeah, like they're
'Cause-
attacking Islam itself.
Yeah, that's more or less what it was.
Because that was the whole goal.
Yeah, they wanted to like portray themselves as being the real Islam,
Yeah,
which
and incite a war between the West and Islam.
yeah, exactly. They had this really interesting political ideology that I don't totally understand. Fascinating group, not nice people. So these letters were
Oh,
pretty.
that's Crack Ops, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for
They're
tuning
a
in.
little problematic.
No,
Al
this
Qaeda
is-
is problematic.
We'll
Folks,
see you
Al-Qaeda
guys next
canceled.
time.
I've muted Al Qaeda on Twitter. I no longer want to see the
Unfollowed.
RTs.
Do they have a Twitter account?
Block and stay safe.
No, although ISIS was on Twitter for like several years before Twitter got
I
on
mean,
there.
that's how they did recruiting that way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, they took ISIS off of social media, a lot of just different social media companies, but now they accidentally erased evidence of war crimes.
Oh, yikes.
Oh.
So they're trying to change their name, basically, trying to rebrand, trying to synergy.
They're trying to create brand synergy.
They've
And they were
hired a
also
band-
talking. They were literally talking about a corporate merger between Al Qaeda and Al Shabaab
Corporate
into one
merger.
organization. And Bin Laden said no because he thought they were too extreme.
Jesus Christ.
My
Yeah.
God! Perpetrator of the largest terrorist attack on the United States. Those guys are a little bit
weird.
extreme.
Well, and we talk about the United States. Osama bin Laden like personally ordered the death of more like civilian Muslims than probably any person ever.
Yeah.
It's like, and if Al Shabaab is too extreme for him, then oh boy.
Gosh.
And but he also sent letters to this TTP, the Pakistani organization, reprimanding them for kidnapping and indiscriminately murdering people. Yeah, so I guess he had some kind of standards. I don't know what they were.
His goalpost moved a lot.
Maybe it was
It's real
more just
goalpost
like a
changing.
fucking scabs kind of letter. It's like, I'm union bitch, don't you take my job?
They brought in part-time terrorists down to the docks.
Yeah, they brought in a
the
bunch
strike.
of fucking scabs.
Did he write a diss track?
He did.
Yeah, did
He
he have
released
an
a
EP?
what?
Did he have an EP?
No, he didn't have an EP. There are no Al Qaeda singles.
Because the bass does kind of sound like a bad rap rock group.
Drop the bass. Yeah, there's these letters, and then he had a whole shelf full of American government documents, like assessments of the Iraq and Afghan wars, budgetary stuff, troop dispositions, publicly available stuff. And then he had a bunch of books, which makes me really conflicted about my reading choices, because a lot of authors I like were on Osama's bookshelf. So he had like Noam Chomsky, William Blum, and Bob Woodward were among the coolest. And
Come on, Bob Woodward is... Everyone reads Bob Woodward, right?
That's a bit of a red flag. I mean, while you're wandering out in the mountains, you should really reflect on that. And,
yeah.
I don't know,
well, he also
maybe get some Shel Silverstein on your shelf.
Yeah, where the sidewalk ends, indeed.
Oh God.
Falling up.
And luckily, there's a bunch of stuff that I haven't read because it's like jihadist literature. He has a bunch of that stuff too, so I think I'm safe. Yeah. So sorry, Dad. I guess you were right about my reading choices.
Maybe you've got a new reading list.
Hey, fuck around and find out. The real interesting stuff, though, was not his literature and letters. Any organization leader.
Set you on fire.
Any organization leader will have that kind of lame stuff, but I have the real juice. I went to the CIA.gov library and I searched for files that end in .sav because I read a Gizmodo article that said he had a bunch of emulator games for the Nintendo DS. And I found Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time. But I also found there's like Metroid Prime, Mario Party, like anything that was on DS.
Wait, which one? Like Mario Party, the original?
Yeah, which sequel?
Yeah, which one?
Because they're not all created equal, are they?
That's right. Yeah, they're different.
That's why they didn't get all that much done. It was all
He took such a gap after
Thank you,
2001.
Nintendo.
They just kept getting pissed at each other at Friday night games.
Oh my God.
Fuck you!
You're taking my stars!
The true schism occurred. No friendship can survive Mario Party.
Al-Zawahiri, I write you today to tell you that you are a huge bitch for beating me at Mario Party. You are out of Al-Qaeda. You are no longer a leader.
I wonder which characters they played as in these games. I'm just interested to know.
Osama strikes me as a Peach kind of guy.
I was gonna say, yeah, Princess Peach.
Yeah, because she's one of the taller characters, and he's like 6'5".
Oh, really?
He's tall.
Yeah.
Wait, does he own a car?
Is, like, he's dead.
And does he have a full-time job?
Well, at the bottom of the ocean, he's still 6'5".
Oh, is that where they put him?
Yeah, they dumped him off an aircraft carrier.
I kind of hope,
just like Megatron.
Did they do a 1, 2, 3 and hoist him over, or did they just sort of roll him off the side and like a boom?
They just kicked him off.
That raises a point. Why would they do that? They should burn the body. Make sure that there is no chance of revival.
Well, there isn't.
I think.
I
think there are different rules in the real world.
Hey, I've seen the core rule books, man. There are ways of doing it. We say this on Easter.
On Easter, oh no!
If Christianity taught us nothing, you can't just stab the corpse and then assume it's done.
On the shores of a California beach, there a 6-foot-tall man crawls out of the tides.
Like
if you want your enemies dead and to stay that way, we're talking beheadings, stakes to the heart, and burning the body in that order.
Or just. I think they used like the gas catapults that they used to launch fighter jets, and they stuck the body on there in a coffin and launched it. I think that was one of the possibilities.
What if it was too good and they just hit Pakistani land again? And just some random farmer, he's having breakfast, and then Osama's corpse just like lies in his yard outside his window.
Have you guys seen Brendan Fraser in The Mummy? I mean, damn.
We need to have Brendan Fraser go to the bottom of the sea and check to make sure he's still there.
Yeah.
He's gone.
My God.
Oh my God.
Or whoever the actor was that played fell out of my head.
Yeah.
I've never seen
I'm
that
sorry,
one.
that sucks.
Gosh,
Sorry.
if Osama bin Laden comes back and
Solomon Kane.
Solomon Kane.
Yes.
If Osama bin Laden comes back and he comes back with like a stand that can like stop time, well, I mean that'll be like that'll be something
What
else.
does Osama's stand look like?
I'm just saying.
I don't
You
know.
guys,
Look like a CIA agent or Gordon Hekmatyar or something.
it's like it's one extra step, and you know, some people might say it's superstitious. I say it's thorough. It's
Well-
just, you know, if you really don't want this guy to, if you really wanted to pay all that money and spend all that time to get this guy dead, make sure that it stays.
Do a job well done.
Yeah.
So, other than the video games, what else did they find in his computer?
Oh, well, let's loop back to the letters. He sent a very nice letter to his mommy
Aw.
in 2012. Or, no, like that. He was way dead after that. It was like 2003 or something.
See?
Wait,
See?
Never know for sure.
Let's
could
get the
be you
Ouija
right
board
now.
and
He
try
was
to
right!
contact Osama bin Laden.
What did I tell you? You always burn the body.
Osama, if you're here, move the table.
Starting a fire.
He sent a nice letter to his mommy inquiring about her health, talking about family matters, and he picked up sewing
he
apparently
watch
to
that
fill
show?
the time.
Oh no.
Oh
Jack.
no.
Yeah, just like Abby.
So I'm taking up sewing to fill the time, and also me and the 9/11 hijackers share a favorite restaurant.
Yeah, we there's this apocryphal tale of a DC restaurant where the 9/11 hijackers ate.
Wow.
It was pretty good. It's cheap too.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
What was it?
Shout out to old Pakistani guy.
Absolute king. Non-bread, outstanding.
Non-bread. Non-bread. Pretty
It's
good.
good shit.
Good stuff.
They use like an actual tandoor.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good. Where was I?
somewhere.
Oh yeah, so Abby also Osama bin Laden also I think he studied like urban planning.
Oh, that was Muhammad Atta. Has
Oh,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
major as me, and we wrote a similar paper.
Wow.
What kind of paper?
Do I
Oh,
need to
it was
start-
about reconstructing Middle Eastern
Word.
cities.
Okay, so
Well, Abby,
Abby's
I
on
see
the
your
list now.
future.
Welcome
yeah.
to the list, Abby.
Yeah,
Glad to
yeah.
have you here.
Between my
No reasons,
major,
like
our
learning how to
food
build
tastes,
pipe
and
bombs.
your reading list, we are on an FBI watch list.
And your quarantine activity.
yeah, my.
Yeah.
Sewing
our powers
aprons,
united.
yeah.
If we put the rings together, we become.
Wait, Jack.
You guys need to get on the. Why don't you guys? Way like learning how to order thermite components on Amazon, or accidentally learning how to build pipe bombs.
Well, everyone knows that you buy your materials all from different locations in small amounts, so you don't have much of a paper trail.
Yeah, and you use cash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Or-
public payphones.
Discuss with your engineering buddies how to build executor drones because you know you're bored.
I don't know if we can do public
Or,
payphones anymore, though.
Actually, I just bought a jalapeno plant, and I'm going to try to get some peppers. So that's cool.
Oh.
For a second, I thought you meant a factory that makes jalapenos, like the plant.
I bought a
But then-
jalapeno
I
plant.
thought that too.
I've invested in a jalapeno plant.
We have
on
to-
the
we have
I
to-
South Coast.
recently made an acquisition. Of
We
several
have to bring American manufacturing back to America, and we're gonna start with a
You know,
jalapeno
you have
plant.
this
We have
conveyor
to bring
belt, and you're
American
putting together
manufacturing
like
back
Henry
to
Ford.
Lothoso.
You're putting
It's a
together the parts of
landlocked country,
jalapeno.
and it's very small. Its economy is in shambles.
And we're putting a jalapeno plant there.
Oh no.
That's totally the correct climate to grow jalapenos.
Yeah, I made a spicy.
No, we're
apple-
manufacturing them. We're not growing them.
Speaking of spice, so his mommy, he was talking to his mommy.
Yeah, he talked to his mommy. He read a bunch of cool and fun books, and some books that are not so cool and fun. He had some. He had Animal Crossing on the DS. He played Animal
Aw.
Crossing. Such a gamer.
For real.
Well, I don't know if you're stuck in that bunker.
He's a Nintendo fanboy.
Yeah, he was a huge weeaboo too. There was evidence on his computer that somebody, maybe him, maybe somebody else, was active on a Saudi anime forum. It's one of the few Arab language anime forums. So someone was a huge weeaboo. As evidenced by the amount of hentai games that were also on there. I'm looking at the cover for one called Perestroika Girls.
What?
Perestroika Girls.
Perestroika is the least sexy aspect of Russian history.
Yeah, is it like Hot Gorbachev or something?
Oh god,
Disgusting.
like
For our
he's just like
listeners
giving you the eye.
Who don't
He has
know
just
what
that
hentai is.
sexy birthmark.
I don't think we have to inform them. I think they can look it up themselves.
But like
Oh yeah, Google hentai.
Google
don't
it, yeah.
use safe search.
Safe
Yeah,
off.
Save
Yeah.
search,
Search
yeah,
all
off.
Google images hentai.
Make sure you're on your work computer.
Look it up
you know what?
yourself.
Even Google search it. I'm feeling lucky.
I'm feeling lucky.
Perestroika girls, that's like, baby, can I privatize you?
And enjoy.
Oh, ugh. How many excess deaths? Then I'm looking at a second one. It's like it's in Japanese, the title, and it just has like a bunch of.
Hentai?
It's just a bunch of naked women surrounding it, and it says "Game Over."
Well, I mean, if your game is over if you're playing it.
Yeah.
Do all the
Once you
women
get
have
to
like
that
American
point,
flags
game
on
is
their
over.
backs or something?
Hmm?
You said the women were surrounding him and then said "game over" or something like that.
No, the women surround this block of Japanese text. It
Oh,
says "Game Over"
okay.
at the bottom.
So, interesting thing, Perestroika Girls is not really a hentai game like we are thinking. It's like an old-time, like, 1989 era sexy video game, like, just vaguely.
We can't see it.
Let me show you my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was
It's
like,
Russia.
But then I was like, are we allowed to show this?
No.
Well,
Absolutely not.
No.
We'll get
virtual
demonetized.
background decided
no,
not to show it.
It's sexy in a very, like, it's 1988, and he's
A
a
very
teenage
blocky
boy who's
way.
seen, like, a side boob before.
Oh.
That sounds very Osama.
Mm.
It's very, yeah.
My God, she's showing her ankles.
Actually, in the picture I'm holding,
I
she
can
is showing
see the
her
bridge of her
ankles.
nose.
Is that
a
hair?
collarbone?
Is that
Clavicle?
hair?
Clavicle.
No, I'm sinning. We have to blow
I'm
up a
sinning.
building now.
I'm sin-
9/11 happened because he played too much Perestroika Girls.
Oh my
He went
god.
on like a 16
He
hour
had to
bender.
repent.
Yeah. We're joking, but this guy seriously dropped out of Oxford because he wanted to do religious stuff.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
can do religious stuff at Oxford.
You can. There's entire courses you can take.
Yes.
Yeah, don't let anybody... This guy was like...
He just
A
wanted to do
billionaire.
terrorism and
He wanted
then
to, like,
reason
shoot
backwards
other
from it.
people doing terrorism.
Episode, right? Like, just don't be Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, you sound life advice from your best friends who know you and love you, us. Don't do terrorism.
Yeah. Do not be a terrorist.
Don't
Well,
do
it's like if you get into Oxford, don't drop out. Don't play 1980s hentai games. There are a lot better ones that are new.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's VR and everything.
Like, you're already playing hentai games, Jack. You may as well play better content. The writing's a lot better, I hear.
When you get to the point where you're
Here.
playing the hentai games, SEAL Team 6 should propel through your fucking window and
Instantly.
peg you right in the head.
That's right.
Air hole you 55 times.
There's
Wait,
a
did he have to-
KH-10 that is specifically for tracking people who play hentai games.
That's SEAL Team 69. They track
Yeah.
stupid.
See-
That sounds like a
Well,
dating
keyhole
sim that I
sounds-
never want to play.
SEAL
He goes
Team
out, like, into
69.
people's windows and just like, and here's
Oh.
Ted playing another fucking Nekopara game.
God.
I'm making the sign of the cross for our listeners who are at home. Yeah, we're all doing it.
Wait.
Happy Easter. Are you trying to do a Starve date?
Yeah. It's
It
not.
just
It's
looks like
not
a game
easy.
It's not
Fine.
gonna work. throwing up
What
the
is it,
Star of David.
Wait.
The Star of David.
Nah, it didn't work.
We got to get all
Yeah.
the religions. I got the crescent, I got the star, and I'll do some Buddha.
Oh, and then
Same hands.
what is
We're
this
not sure.
from
Book
Hunger
of
Games?
Thermodynamics and material science. Does that count for atheism?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Does that count for atheism?
I have two hands interacting for dialectical materialism. I'm just looking at all these screenshots. I have like a list here of all the games. It's like 2 versions of Street Fighter. The images are really small. 3 versions of Street Fighter.
Ooh.
Several that look like cowboy shoot 'em up games. Snow
Hitler
Bros.
likes cowboys, so I feel like a lot of questionable people do.
Stalin loved cowboy movies.
Oh yeah, that would be a
All
fun
the
one to
bad
cover.
folks love the cowboy movies. JD.
I feel hurt. I
Hey,
feel targeted.
good people like cowboy movies too.
Yeah.
Cowboy movies are
Hashtag
just
not all
you-
cowboys.
You don't have to have an
JD
alignment,
alone.
a moral alignment to enjoy a cowboy movie. Cowboy movies
What
are just
about a boy
unaligned
cow
in
movie?
general.
I've seen some boy cow movies. They're worse than the hentai games.
Boy cow movies. God. Is that like The Fly, but it's called The Cow?
My favorite boy cow story is the Minotaur, where it eats all the people in the maze.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, isn't that the Labyrinth? Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
with
it's called.
with
I always call it the big maze.
crap. What's his name? Bowie.
David
David
Bowie.
Bowie. I was thinking Billy
yeah,
Idol. I'm like,
oh,
no,
yeah.
Billy Idol and
It's
David Bowie are not the
starring
same.
David Bowie's crotch bulge, but there is also David Bowie attached.
I unironically and wholeheartedly love that movie.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say David Bowie's crotch bulge.
Well, that too. That's like 80% of that movie. So what
You were very solemnly.
It gets
like,
a title when
bless
it's in
it.
the credits roll.
it
I'm
One of the
actually-
top 3 actors.
it has top billing.
Oh
Oh.
God,
Well, but it
That
has,
shit
it
was
has
Wow,
traumatic.
David Bowie got paid twice.
just excessive.
and David Bowie's crotch bulge as Goblin King crotch bulge.
They gave him like a tiny little Oscar.
So he got the bigger Oscar. But the two of them, they
It was a piece of
Fact.
lycra
Crotch
fabric
bulge got-
over an Oscar.
Oh,
got a solid gold Oscar.
Shit, where were we? Oh yeah, so
if you haven't seen Labyrinth, go watch it.
Labyrinth is pretty good. The puppetry is awesome. It looks better
Yeah.
than CGI.
It's a Muppet movie. It's a Jim
Yeah.
Henson film. Actually, I think it was his last film before he died.
that's what killed him.
The
What,
bulge.
like reaching Nirvana and ascending?
Being
He
beaten to
pressed
death.
here to die instantly.
I think he just made that
David
movie and was
Bowie's
like,
crotch
I cannot do better.
So other than hentai, what else did Osama have on his computer?
That's pretty much the peak. There was a bunch of other documents assorted. What's one of the interesting ones? A file called showfatwa.php. Okay, cool. Show me
Press
the
here to show
fatwas.
fatwa.
What's a
DM me your
fatwa?
fatwas.
I want to
Jack.
see the fatwa. Send
What is
rare
fatwa?
fatwas. It's kind of like a. Well, there's no analog for it that I know of, but kind of like a papal bull.
I showed you my
On the point of
fatwa,
Islamic
answer me.
law?
Yeah, it's like I think anyone can do them though. So like anybody who has the religious quals and education can release a fatwa. It's like legal guidance.
So a fatwa is kind of like
Order
the
from the
Talmud
top.
in Judaism, or like the
Yeah, actually, I
the
think it kinda is.
catechism the catechist in Catholicism. It's the so we had our religious text, and then here's the other thing, which is basically the how-to guide.
No,
for
I
the
think a
religious
fatwa
text.
is.
But like
more on a
it's-
single-person
it's
basis.
analogous,
Why are we
but
debating?
not-
None of us know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like it's analogous.
Let's all
to that, but
guess.
it's
And
not.
now that I
It's the
still don't
closest-
know, I'm
I
very
think
attached to
that a
my
fatwa
guess.
is a kind of rare bird.
Yeah, JD, you always use such a tone of authority.
He's a confident guy.
That's the thing is that
do
I
podcasts.
learned a long time ago that when you equivocate on assumptions, even when you're probably right, no one listens to you. So you just have to go in like full on BDE and just be like, I am absolutely right. Shut the fuck up.
What do you
And
mean?
that's how you
What
get
fatwa
people to
is?
listen.
I'm
to
a
you.
cleric.
I'm a
cleric.
cleric.
I just like launched. Coffee.
Are you like my friend who like got drunk and then woke up ordained?
No, I'm not. Not yet.
I will be officiating a Jewish wedding sometime, and I'm not Jewish.
JD, just convert already.
I don't want
Just
to
do it. Yes, you do. You want to
No.
convert so badly.
Join us, JD.
I
Catholicism.
like
Join
I like my
us.
Saturdays.
Yeah, I like my
you set
Saturdays,
those
too.
rules.
I love to be able to flip light switches on Saturday. It's pretty cool.
I don't want to have to hire someone to come into my house and do all that
JD,
stuff.
you can just be like me. Nothing changes.
What does that mean?
It's like Catholicism, but they actually have one God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got him.
I am a mainstream Catholic in which I do not do anything related to Catholicism whatsoever.
But you get a sick necklace.
Not even.
Be monotheistic with us, JD.
This is the Axe of Durin from Lord of the Rings.
Oh. Well, just become like a old European pagan. That stuff's kind of coming back.
No, I'm a thermodynamicist. That's my religion.
we
I think that's
know.
an occupation.
And I'm a deist.
Gender, thermodynamicist.
Gender.
Race, thermodynamicist.
I think
Last
we should
name,
consolidate all the genders
thermodynamicist.
into thermodynamicist. Like a merger, a corporate merger, it would really bring humanity together.
Well, no, actually, I think the closest thing to my religious belief is just applied thermodynamics.
Oh,
That is horrifying.
This is what governs the universe. This is the true order.
This is worse than Al Qaeda by far.
can you imagine
Folks, this
radical
JD does not
thermodynamicists?
represent all thermodynamicists. He's a splinter of extreme thermodynamicists.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's in his own cult of thermodynamicists.
I'm in my own cult of personality, so.
That's true. I've
That's a
seen the
great
things
song.
you want to be.
And if you're willing to join,
Colt
you know,
spelled KVLT.
start following crack ops, and I'll just assume that you're
A thermodynamicist.
at least
believer.
somewhat
Blessed.
interested in joining my cult. There are no fees. There are no dues. Really, it's like the easiest religion to sign up for. You don't even have to tell me.
You don't even have to do any
it.
like volunteer work or anything.
And nothing. You
Oh,
just say,
that's cool.
I believe, you just, yeah.
I'm in.
So it's Protestantism.
Yeah, all you need to know is there are 3
Solo
rules.
fides, baby.
Well, no, it's better than Protestantism.
You have
'cause
3
we're not gonna
commandments?
go around and kill a bunch of people. And we're not
Yes.
gonna propagate.
Oh,
For
that's
now.
what they
Racial-
always
we're not
say
gonna
when they
propagate
start
Every
racial
new
law.
religion says, "Oh no violence."
Not this
Oh,
time.
Just
not
wait.
all the other
Well,
ones.
look,
When the
if
next
you
guy
push-
after you
if
takes
you
over,
keep pushing
JD.
me, Jack, if you keep trying to start
We're gonna keep pushing you, and you're gonna put us in a sheet of metal.
like
I
Han
would
Solo.
raise-
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
want
We're
to
just
do that.
we're just gonna be carbon
I'm gonna
freezed or
bury
whatever.
you, and I'm gonna bury you in some fucking styrofoam. You don't.
That's how my
rank
sewing
metal.
machine came. Very
Oh yeah, because you're sewing like Osama.
I'm sewing.
Did you know that you
do we know
can't-
what he sewed?
I like to imagine it was needlepoint.
And did he force
probably crops.
his goons to like wear his stuff? Like it'd be like, oh god, Osama made more aprons. He wants us to wear them. We have to wear them, or he'll be mean to us.
Guys, look!
He
I
has
made
them-
these
he has them
T-shirts.
Come in and it's like, I need to pin something up. Come in here. I need you to stand still for 4 hours while I pin this.
And he's like
up.
making
God.
a dress for his wife. And it's just like, all right, Ali, just stand really still. You're about the same height, about the same weight.
Your figure's relatively the
Uncle
same.
loves this.
Oh, and I like to imagine. Oh, because his nickname was Zamrai. It's a common nickname, and so I like to imagine that his
Tom Cruise,
no, not Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise gave him a
Zamrai.
visit.
The Last Samurai.
The last samurai.
Truly the last Zamrai. It's like, oh no, Zamrai wants to fit you for another shirt. It's your turn. You have to do it this time. I did it last time, and look how it came out.
You're the
Shoulders
last
are too
samurai.
tight. It's made out of tablecloth for some
My
reason.
shoulders are too wide and my hips are too narrow. It's your turn.
He keeps making like shopping bags for us, but we don't shop. We don't go anywhere.
He made me a vest with all these little pockets in it. Oh
Dare
wait,
come back with plastic bags from the grocery store. He'll kill you.
Oh yeah.
I told you these are reusable. It's environmental.
He's monogramming all the towels, but it's just his full name, so it's not really a monogram.
Osama
No,
bin
it's
Laden was
OBL.
such a fancy boy. He had OBL towels for sure.
Yeah, of course.
It's like those
Oh,
bumper
man.
stickers you see on people's cars that are just like 3 letters that correspond to a location.
What if you had the Outer Banks bumper sticker that said OBX that all like the bougie and like Porsche sedan people have?
Oh yeah.
DC, yeah.
Porsche minivan people have, and it says OBL on it.
Obel.
Obel. And people would ask you,
OBL.
"What's that?" And you'd say,
Which
Osama
I don't
bin
get the
Laden.
Outer Banks flex, because it's like, okay, you can go on a beach vacation, but like, yeah, Outer Banks, that's not like the Beverly Hills of vacations, is it? I don't know.
"Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
get it."
I think it's more of a shared experience sort of thing.
I think it's just better than Ocean City.
Oh, well, that's a low bar.
Yeah,
If
but
you
that's
wanna
all
go to
we
a
have.
Like
I've never
Myrtle
been to
Beach.
Ocean
Go
City.
to Myrtle Beach. Go to
Yeah, but
Myrtle
that's
Beach,
South,
Rehoboth.
That's
Go
that's
anywhere.
South Cackalack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Myrtle
good
Beach,
catch.
Nags Head. I'm pretty sure they're all the outer. They're all part of the Outer Banks. They're just all on that strip.
Is Myrtle Beach? I don't know.
I don't know.
By strip, do you mean like the
Text your
eastern
answers
coast?
in. Tell us
Well, I mean,
where
the Eastern Coast is
OBX
broken
is.
up in some places. It's not just one beach, you know.
No, it's
Alexa,
it's
tell
pretty
me where the
continuous,
coastline
but
is.
For the most part, but yeah, but like the
can't
actual
really
Outer
focus.
Banks area.
Okay,
coast
are we
is
doing
pretty
geography or are
continuous.
are we talking about the terrorist man?
I
Or
don't know.
terrorist, yeah.
We
We're
went
just
somewhere else.
talking. People
We're
are
like
listening,
somewhere
I'm
over here.
sure. You know, we're just talking. We don't need to.
Just
who needs
vibing.
content? Who needs a form? Who needs standards?
content.
What are we? What are we? ASTM?
So
No, you know what that
OBL.
means.
In his little sewing circle.
In summary, the extremely elderly sewing and hentai man, who was also an epic gamer,
With the
Did
best
9/11.
fucking Animal Crossing village you'd ever seen.
he had a good Animal Crossing village. This dude had like
It had
the
a
pages
wall
on the
around
wall and
it.
stuff.
And they attacked it during a wedding.
He actually built his own secret bunker cave into his village.
Sitting in the cave at Tora Bora while B-52s pound the hillsides with bombs, playing Animal Crossing, lying in your sleeping bag. Good times,
What a vibe.
man. Good times. That's kind of it. He sucked.
Yeah.
He was actually worse than you thought.
And he played volleyball, right?
And he was super good at volleyball and soccer. and he would make people play against him because he was in charge.
Now, did they have to lose on purpose? Was it like some Stalin stuff?
No, he kicked their asses actually legit.
Oh,
But every
that was
time,
his real calling.
every
He got
time
distracted.
they played volleyball, he would make everybody dress up as if it was like an anime beach episode.
No, the scene from Top Gun. Everyone had to like throw each other down.
Yeah,
Yes.
anime beach episode.
Here, grease my
Yeah.
tongue.
That's where they got the inspiration from. That's how Top Gun did it.
But he couldn't be Tom Cruise because he was too tall.
No, but he did invite Tom Cruise
He's
one
like a
time,
foot
and Tom
taller
Cruise
than
tried
Tom
to
Cruise.
convert him to
Yeah, no,
Scientology, but I mean,
there had to have been
it
a
didn't work.
double in that scene for Tom Cruise because he's so short.
Someone was just holding him up, and they just shot
No.
us. You only see from like the waist up.
Like I always
It-
say,
it
it was
wasn't-
like The Hobbit. They used forced
They
perspective.
had a green
Yeah, that's
box
right.
for him to stand on.
No, it wasn't a double for Tom Cruise. It was a double for everybody
He's
else.
floating above the ground.
They got a bunch of short
Yeah, a bunch of
muscular
short
guys,
people.
and they lowered the net.
Yeah.
So he seemed normal.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Tom Cruise is 6'5".
Hey, if you have the virus,
As
you
tall
gotta
as
stay
Bin Laden.
2
That's
Tom
fine.
Cruises away from everyone.
Okay, guys, look, I'm great.
Look, guys, okay, I can play volleyball, all right? All you guys just gotta get smaller.
Show
Everybody,
me the money.
yeah, always be closing, but with volleyball.
Always be closing.
Speaking of closing, Brad, do you have any thoughts and or opinions?
Excluding the ones I already had, no.
Okay.
There are things we know, but there are also the ones we don't know,
I welcome this kind of examination.
The power of the presidency doesn't rest here.
Covert operation. Grave danger to the civilized world.
You deserve the truth.